What's good, King Gonda? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm back at it again with a new episode here. And before I get into the episode, I do want to thank you for helping us reach 15,000 subscribers. It's been a long journey, a lot of work into the platform, into this project, and I'm still learning how to manage everything with running my other platform. So it's been a little hectic. I've been a little stressed out, but I do want to appreciate, the Ugandan family, the people from Kenya, people from South Africa, the African American community, and the Black British community, and the Caribbean community, the Black community at large. Thank you for supporting us, okay? And I want to talk about this particular subject. Should you worry about getting scammed and coming back to the continent? Now, I haven't been to every country in Africa. I still got like 49 to go, but one of the concerns that I see coming from the diaspora, the African American community, is that if you come back to Africa to live, there's a level of being scammed, okay? Now, if you look at native born, they've talked about it on their channel. They've been robbed before. Ghana is the only way. I think her name is Ghana is the only way. The only way is Ghana. She's talked about that. She's been, scammed or robbed also. The only way is Ghana is her channel. So a lot of people have had issues on the continent. So has, the natural Ghana girl. And what it could do is it could freeze a person from wanting to go back to the continent. And I want to say that I understand your concern, because that was my concern, just even visiting. Is somebody going to rob me? Is it safe? What about the security? And I know that's a big question here on the continent. I will say this. Getting scammed to a certain degree is inevitable. All right, it's going to happen. And you don't want to be upset about it. And I know we could take it personal, especially those in the Pan-African community. You're moving back to Africa. You want to see the people that are, suffering, being taken advantage of. And then when you go and shop with them, then they're trying to raise the price on you. And it's a hurting thing, right? And I understand it's a hurting thing because you really love Black people. You really love the continent. But you have to understand, everybody is not going to be as woke as you on the subject. All right, that's just really what it is. The person that you might be coming across, know that you're new there, and usually when you're getting taken advantage of or something like that, it's for very little money. So instead of you paying like 80 cents for something, you're paying $1.30 for something. All right. Now, for you, that might still be a cheaper price than what you're paying in the States. So it's looking like you're getting the deal, but you're not getting the local price, right? And when you find out about it, you can become very upset. You could be supporting the business. And they'll still, charging you the extreme prices. I will say this. Don't take it personal. I know it's hard not to take it personal because it's happening to you, but don't take it personal. All right, because if it makes you feel any better, the local people get scammed also. All right, that kind of culture is here. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and paint it as if it's not. People are trying to get over. People will overcharge. Especially if you're trying to buy electronics and stuff like that, and people will try to take you. Not all, but a lot, that I've come across in the local markets, are they're gonna hear your accent and the price is gonna go up. All right. But instead of complaining about it, you need to be able to be astute, right? And one of the things that you can do is you can make, number one, local friends. Okay. Local friends. I actually have a lot of local friends that are here. DJ Nacello, Kim the Comic, Joan, people that work for us. And even Satai, he's from Kenya, but he doesn't know Uganda, so he is just as lost as I am, right? So even if you come from another part of Africa to Uganda, you're just in the loop like us. You're lost. And what we find out is how much things cost, and you just have to get ingratiated into the price list. For example, when I was catching a boda from Bukoto to Acacia Mall, it would cost me about 5,000 shillings if I didn't negotiate. All right. Then I started to figure out that Uber is charging 2,000 shillings, right? So then I had to learn to negotiate. I've learned to tell people, I know what it costs. I know how much it costs to go here. That's what I'm paying. You don't like it, leave. Right? And most people will take it. Now also, so I kind of figured out like how much it costs to go from one place to another place. So the places that I like to go to, I know how much those things cost now. If I want to go to my studio, I know how much it costs. You can't charge me like 30,000 shillings, stuff like that. Now I always tell people, never get in the car with a taxi. Now there's taxi vans, obviously, but an individual car. Because what happened to me one time, I got into an individual car. The guy told me 20,000 shillings. We got there. He said, no, I meant 40,000. And then, my suitcase was in the car. I had to pay him, right? So, one of the things is, you remember what it costs. Always negotiate if you can, especially on the bikes. You'll never have that problem. And then, always, if you can use the transportation, use the Uber, use Safe Boda, use things that will give you a straight price up front, right? Now, as far as the local market, because, the local markets, the vegetables, the plantain, the matoke, the things that are on the side of the roads, and the services. If you want to hire a maid, you want to hire a driver, you want to hire a chef, any of those things, an employee, the local markets will determine how much they are. And the way you know that is by having somebody in Uganda, or in Ghana, or in Tanzania. Because if you go out there and try to negotiate it, you're going to pay double the price. All right. Now you might be able to afford the money. That'd be on you. But, if you want to really be able to, pay what people are paying here, you need connections to people that know what the market prices are. For example, rent. If you're a foreigner and you don't know how much things cost, and you're looking to rent a place, you're going to pay too much money. All right. So I would say if you're going to come back to the continent, unless you know somebody there, for the first month or two, get an Airbnb, then connect to people in the local markets, whether you're going to the co-working spaces, whether you know somebody, you have local friends, and they will tell you how much things should cost. And because you can definitely get ripped off. You can end up paying like $400 for something that's only worth $200. So you want to depend on people's knowledge and take your time with accumulating information, and then you can start to know how much a 1-bedroom costs in Bukoto, how much a 2-bedroom will cost in Bukoto, how much a furnished apartment costs in Bukoto, an unfurnished apartment will cost in Bukoto. So you start to know those things, you start to remember, and you start to understand, like, okay, I know what the local market is, and as more as you get used to it, you start to accumulate a memory about those certain things. All right. Now, people also talk about security, how to stay safe in the African continent, and I know that for the most part, a lot of countries in the African continent, especially the ones run by the British, they run very similar. Like, I've been to Kenya, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia. I've been to, the Ethiopia obviously wasn't, but, staying safe depends on you. You want to obviously stay in a place, if you can, that has a security guard and a gate. Okay, I know you can pay less and stuff like that, but you're gonna want to stay in a gated compound. All right, where somebody has to open the gate for you to come in. They're checking the name at the door. Now shout out to Native Born, because he mentioned this. A lot of places pay their security guards no money. So sometimes, they won't be at the gate, they won't be watching things because they're not getting compensated well. I'll give you a little tip. Start giving those people a few dollars on the side, right? They don't get a lot of money, so if you are a person that every now and again you dropping like $3, $5, stuff like that, that person's gonna look out for your stuff. All right, that person will look out for your room. We have a really good guy here named Eddie, and he when things come in, he helps us move out. He comes out. When we have food, he comes over. We treat him like he's a part of our family. He goes and gets things for us and stuff, and he fixes things around the house as we need him to, and we compensate him, right? We pay him. Every time I get some money, I go and drop him off a few dollars, and we if anything happens in our spot, Eddie is watching, right? So that's one of the things you can do. Your guard guys, make sure that you always tip them. You always take care of them. If you have food, sometimes they be hungry and stuff like that. Give them food, feed them. If they got a beer, let them come in and get a beer. And especially if you live in the expat community, most of the residents won't do that, and they're very trustworthy people. As far as cleaning services and hiring people, you can definitely do that by the local price. Let somebody else negotiate that. Now, sometimes, family, I'll be honest, people will take a amount that's, too low. And we have to really understand on the continent that a lot of and I'm not being disrespectful to any of the brothers and sisters in Uganda or Kenya, but a lot of times the work that the family is doing out here in the maid services and the cleaning services is like so low. So sometimes I would always advise, to try to give a workable wage. If a person says they'll do something for $15 a month or something like that, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to bump up to 60, 50, 100 or something like that. I try to do that, so they'll do a good job. Especially if you have the money to do it, go ahead on and do it. You want to do that. And also, as far as staying in safe places where you go, one of the issues that I have is I'm always on my phone outside and not paying attention to what's in front of me. And Kim the comic talks to me about that. Guys on the boat, I've never had a phone stolen. Maybe because I'm a bigger man, but people will. But Kingo Batunda had his phone stolen out of a taxi van before, right? And so the taxi vans, if you're by a window, somebody could come into the window and snatch your phone and leave. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. If you are having your phone out, have your phone away from the road. So you want to have your phone on the opposite side, away from the sidewalk. So if a boat driver comes by you, he can't just snatch your phone right at the close proximity and leave. He would have to wrap all the way around you, or somebody like that, and he would probably fall off and hurt himself real bad, right? So you would have to do that. As far as that is concerned, that is the only thing. As far as also staying safe, remember when you are in busy places like right now, like the Gaza land or downtown or a shopping market. If you can, a lot of times don't carry your wallet. I don't carry my wallet on me to those places. I don't, and I might have my wallet if I have cargo pants in the front. All right, sorry about that. Now, you want to avoid, large crowds. That's another thing. There's a lot of large crowds, obviously. As far as having your wallet out, that's something that you want to, be very, very cautious about. Try not to carry all your stuff with you. Your passport, all your credit cards. You should be able to leave that in your residence and take typically what you need. So if you need to have like $100 on you, you can put it in the back of your pocket or the front, and even that might be a little dangerous. If you have cargo pants, put it there, because when you go into the market, you want to dress for that occasion. So if you're in the market, wear cargo pants. Downtown, cargo pants or deep pockets. Go dressed regularly. And also, you don't want to be out there flashing, right? Looking too much like the States or looking too much like Britain. How you dress also dictates a lot. So you don't want to be looking like you worth too much money or anything like that. So make sure that you don't draw attention to yourself. Leave your gold. If you're a woman, leave your earrings. Women also, stuff like that. So here are just a few things about staying safe and getting scammed in Africa. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if it's too long, it's almost 15 minutes. So appreciate you guys. I really appreciate everything you're doing. As you know, we're here growing on the channel because of you. Keep it real. Kangana forever. I'm out.